Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to RLCraft. So, since last episode, it hasn't been a massive amount of time, but it has been a little bit of time. I did add a sheep disguise outfit here and silver armor here. So we do have those, and then over here I started mapping out, like this is where 3 sets of Deathworm armor is going to go. The 2 Miramax sets for jungle and desert, we're going to go hunting those before too long. Also, the 3 different troll armors are going to go here, and I actually went farming, basically just kind of farming XP and down in the caves, and I actually just managed to finish off this set, and I had just enough leather, which is awesome. And then behind me here, I've actually got the troll weapons, enough displays for these, and I'm kind of just using one weapon rack. It was the best way, honestly, to display them, and they sit kind of weird, as you can see, so I did get that. And I got a couple spare hammers as well. And then I did hang some dragon heads over here. These are stage 3s, and I've got a stage 5 hanging up back there. This will be Neptunium armor, and then we're going to have the 7 different sets of Tide armor over here. And then eventually, once Dragon Steel is added, we'll probably have Dragon Steel displayed over here. And I might set up displays for the varied commodities stuff, but probably not. Just because they're, I don't know, I might set up some displays for some of them, but so anyways, that's what I've done. And then there's a stage 5 skull right there, which we're going to take a quick look at. Let me go ahead and summon our rock. I didn't really do too much work on the farm area expanding these yet. I did breed some more yetis and stuff. We've got a few more mocha, but not a whole lot of work there. But I did mount a dragon skull right there. And before I forget, we have a dragon horn with, and I actually got a male. I hatched our other dragon egg. So, boom, there's our little baby dragon. I haven't grown it up at all. It has to be, if I recall, it's a stage 3 to breed. So we will probably buff it up to a stage 3 so it can breed with Amrenethid, but I'm not in any rush right this second. And I also did some enchantment sorting, which we'll be getting into later. So, and I killed some dragons. You may have seen I got the gray dragon armor done, and you can see I've got some more bronze, some emerald. I think I had the emerald, and then I got some red. So I could fix this stuff up a little bit nicer, and I might, but not right this second. We have bigger fish to fry, so to speak. So I spent a bit of time between episodes flying around, quite extensively. And I came across, this is actually a place that we had found, or I had found in the past, but I didn't go near it until now. But I also flew, let's see, I flew way, that's the Dragon Plus dungeon. We're going to go back there because that's a Lycanites dungeon. But I flew way up to the north area. I did find some snow caps up here. We're going to go back. They're very, very small. And I actually didn't even notice them till, because it was like kind of loading in. Didn't even notice I was above snow until I was already a ways through it. But there's no dragons on top. There might be some dragons underground, so it's worth checking out. And I also found a fairly large jungle there for us to go Miramax hunting before too long. I'd really like to know whatever happened to our... if you recall in the very first episode, where it spawned me in, we were in like a huge snowy area. But I've never been able to find that area. You know, it's so far off because it could be anywhere within like 10,000 blocks, I think it is. And I've never been able to find it, but it is something one day I would like to find because it was a huge snowy area. But anyways, we have a little snow area up here. This fog is going to make it kind of dangerous. Simply because we can't see like very far ahead of us, so we could run upon a dragon. Well, no. Actually, this is a really small snowcap too. Okay. So there might be a dragon underground. Yeah, let me pop back over. Let me go get some bottles real quick. Oh, and actually worth pointing out, I did finish maxing out agility, so we do have Hill Walker now. So we do have Step Up, and I got a few levels in some of this. Gathering, I got up to where we get Drop Guarantee. And I also got some levels in Sprint Speed. These levels are so fast now. And Sprint Speed's actually fairly cheap, as you can see. Level 9's only 37 levels. And I did get some levels in just kind of some miscellaneous stuff as well. There's 63 bottles. That should last us for a bit, I should think. Okay, and back over to here. I don't know if I want to go... I could either go straight for checking the underground out, which actually might be pretty easy with this pickaxe, or I could just kind of... I think I'm going to fly around just the general vicinity, see if maybe there's some other snow caps, because, you know, it's strange for there to just be that small little segment. But the other ones that I found were just really small segments too, so I don't know. Aha! There's another one over here. Okay, this one maybe looks a little bit more promising. There's a big snow village, which these guys will sell... Oh. Wait a second. There we go. Oh! No, that's, there's a little dragon down there. Might as well go kill it. Whoop, whoop. Whoops. That was... I don't know why I hit shift right there. There we go. And wow, 47 bronze scales. It's so easy at this point to just amass massive amounts of scales. I'm going to fly into that because it's possible we could see an underground layer. Now, for the ice dragons, of course, you're not looking for the charred stone. You're looking for frozen stone. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty much the same process of finding these guys. But I am going to scan the edges of this mountain just in case. Because like I said, they can be kind of on like the edge or something. That looks like a roguelike dungeon, which actually might not be a bad idea, because that will cover a lot of the underground space, and we could run it rather quickly as we search for an ice dragon lair like underground. So we might do that. I'm going to be kind of bummed out if there's like no dragons here, but I will say that that's not unheard of. I've spent a long time in other packs looking for ice dragons. With another bronze dragon who is sleeping. Let's go kill it. There we go. I'm actually getting to the point where I really don't need bones again. Okay, right now my rock is respawning, as you can see. So I'm gonna have to wait for that. Wow, I got less scales off that dragon, which was larger than I did the little mini dragon. Okay, so I really don't think there's gonna be a dragon up here, to be honest. I may have to go underground, like I said, in the Roguelike Dungeon, run through that real quick. I don't foresee it taking all that long, but maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised and there will be a dragon. But I know I've been around this mountain. I've just never been up on top of it. So, and all around this is villages. Okay, I've been flying for a while. I did find a guardian temple here. We'll go back later. We're going to be doing, like I said, we're going to be doing some ocean stuff here soon. But there's where we started, and I've flown all this way. And I came over here because there were some mountains. This is actually a traverse. And usually I'm always looking for one of these, so I'm going to go ahead and mark it. But this stuff is awesome for building. I love that cyan color. And these tend to be pretty rare, actually. Unless you're just like mass exploring. But I'm still looking for a good place to farm ice dragons. I didn't end up going in that roguelike dungeon. Just because it's going to be very hit or miss. We will go back and probably run through that. Maybe not all on camera, but, you know, just because most of it's just one-shot mobs all day. But at this point, I'm still looking for a good place to start farming for ice dragons, because I need more than just one. Realistically, I need like a nice big ice biome like the one that we started in. But that's the worst thing about farming for ice dragons. They are horrible to farm for. Fire dragons are everywhere. You know, they spawn in most biomes. Ice dragons are pretty much limited to like actual snow biomes. Not like cold biomes, just actual snow biomes. And I think spring has hit because I don't see my breath anymore. Either that or it's really late winter. So, I did kill some more dragons, as you can see, just a few, but we did get some emerald scales. But I'm still trucking along looking for a good icy biome that maybe has some dragons in it. So, okay, I want to pop you guys in because I found, even though he's in like corrupted chunk land here, but I did find a Tide Guardian. Actually, I've got some experience. I'm going to go ahead and take a few points into, say, attack. Just because. Okay, there he is. Okay. I want those. Yeah, Sea Serpent Fangs and Sea Serpent Scales. We got 5 bronze scales. I need to drop off some of this stuff in my Shades inventory real quick. But it's going to take... if I spot those, we're going to kill them. But it's going to take us a fair few scales. I'm also going to have to get some shiny scales. These are really, really easy to get, though. We might try to get some today. But I'd like to start getting the Tide set. This stuff's pretty good. It's actually really even better than this, but it's not as good as the obsidian armor. So we won't worry too much about like making a set, but it is good if you don't have the golem set, and especially if you're going like underwater, because you get some buffs for being underwater with it on. So sea serpents are fairly easy though. Like, I haven't noticed too much in the way of ice and fire mobs being buffed up in this pack. So whoa. So most of the ice and fire mobs are pretty easy. I do want to go Gorgon hunting here soon. I haven't seen any Gorgon temples, but I have heard about Gorgon spawners being found in dungeons. So I do want some of those because I actually need them for decor. Which actually the fact that they're spawners is even better because that means I can get like 10 Gorgons as soon as I find one. So I'm kind of excited about that, to be honest. So we are going to go Gorgon hunting before too long. Okay, I did manage to find a biome that could potentially have ice dragons in it. This place right here, because you can see there's an ice village from Ice and Fire. The little, I don't know what they're called. I'm taking some cold damage. I'm not too worried about it, to be honest. But we could potentially find ice dragons here. Actually, this might be a pretty good spot for hunting them. Of course, hunting ice dragons in winter pretty much means I'm going to have hypothermia. I need to make a warm and a cool armor set for like the nether and then wintertime ice dragon hunting, I guess. But I figured this would be a pretty fun time to hunt ice dragons. I mean, we could trade for the blood, but I'm also wanting scales and stuff. Man, these things are just crazy rare, though. This is just absolutely ridiculous. Maybe up here. These guys are cool. These guys are cool, so I gotta show you these guys. These are Serpents. Boom. Hey. Ugh. Like Frostweavers, Mogs, and the Serpents. There we go. There's a Roguelike Dungeon here as well. Let me actually mark this, because we may find ourselves going down in there, but... And this snow is so dense. Oh, there's an ice dragon body. I'm going to go ahead and loot it, just because I don't have any ice dragon skulls. And this is a fairly large one, so I don't really want the bones, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's a stage 5, so I can at least hang a skull for an ice dragon. I guess I could have made some heating goo, so we would be warm, but eh. Hey, there's a waystone. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and make, since we found that waystone, I'm going to go ahead and make a couple crafts of goo pack heat. And that way we can just stay a bit warmer while we are in this area, since it is pretty chilly and I've been flying around for a while. I swear, all I'm finding is like the remains of ice dragons. It's like there are no ice dragons here, just dead ones. This is a stage 1. Awesome. Polar bears. We could take some of those home. It's a long flight though, so maybe not right this second. This is a really... Oh, here we go. Here we go. About time, right? No. Why don't you land? I'm actually going to go ahead and dismiss that. Come on. I don't really want to use the dragon for this. I want it to just land and just beat it in. Beat its head in. Come on. I can always open a chest. There we go. Oh, man. Stop it. Okay. Something's pulling me. Okay. Well, anyways, we killed ourselves an ice dragon. And, these things, well, okay. I've got 5 ice dragon blood. Not going to get any scales off of this one, of course, but, and no hearts and all that, but that's fine. I wanted some ice dragon blood off the first one. I'll definitely take the silver because I'm getting low on that. The sapphire, you can use this to trade with villagers and you can make sapphire blocks, which are just decorative. But the ice villagers, that's what they need is sapphires. So, that's what those are for. Oh, there's beholders. Hey! Stop it! Alright, I'm going to continue hunting for more ice dragons, though, because now we're starting to find... Well, we found one. I shouldn't say now we're starting to find them, because I'm likely to not find any more above ground ones. Luckily, this snow area is, like, massive. I really do wish that Ice and Fire, though, like, by default, would turn up the spawn rate on ice dragons at least a little bit. I mean, you can in the configs, but those little flowers right there, I'm not going to pick them right now, but I will be going around later. They're actually super common, but we need a male and female before we can actually use them. Hey! There's a dragon! Ugh. And of course it would sink to the bottom of the ocean, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the magnet. We got 12 white dragon scales. That's not too bad. Okay, right now I'm actually just running through caves and... Well, there he is. We have a frost troll. Which may or may not have dropped its item, or its leather. I don't see any, though. Man. Getting this leather without a looting sword. I've got my looting greatsword. I guess I could bust that out. That might be worth doing. But anyways, that's a frost troll, and it has a different armor set. Ooh, what is this? I believe I have found a roguelike dungeon. Okay, I'm going to run through this and just see if I can spot any ice dragon layers. That would be awesome. I think... Yeah, this is like the first floor, too, so... Okay. So I'm going to run this just quickly, just killing things. I may not even break the spawners, truth be told. Because at this point, it just doesn't matter. So... And I'll bring you guys in if anything interesting happens. Okay, I've been running through this. I'm on the final floor already. This hasn't taken very long. This final floor might be a little bit different, but... we're pretty much, like, such god mode. I just wanted to show you this, like, how... I'm not even breaking spawners, by the way. I'm just, like... I'm just bum rushing through everything, and I'm checking the chests, usually. But only for... Yeah, like, advanced smite, I would take that. But I have gained, like, super levels, like, crazy fast. Oh my god. I just wanted to show you this, like, just to give you an idea of how, like, uber god mode we've become since the last time we ran a roguelike dungeon. I can just stand in the midst of this. I don't even know what's going on. Oh my gosh. This is just a massacre. I'm not even going to look through all this enchanted gear. There's a lot of it, though. RLCraft is hard. It's so difficult. Just kidding. I did find a ring of overclocking just on the ground here, which is pretty cool. I will take that. Because that's one of the... I guess they seem like they're just pretty rare drops. I'm going to try to hit level 90 just to be like, yeah, I hit level 90. But there is no dragons in this entire dungeon. I've ran this whole thing, and sadly there's not a single dragon's nest. There we go, level 90. Awesome. That's the highest level I've been on here. Okay, so I'm going to head back up. I've got to continue looking for dragon dens. Ooh. $91. Okay, and up top side, I'm going to go ahead and just... I mean, 92 levels, I can just spam this into all of this. I mean, and just burn these down. So there we are. We're maxed attack, and I went ahead and got diffuse. Landing a blow on a creeper just after it starts igniting will neutralize it for a few seconds. Well, we one-shot everything, so that doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and take defense, max, and effect twist. Which is being hit by a monster while under good potion effects has a chance to propagate the bad version of those effects to the attacker, which is pretty nice. Let's go with... let's go with farming. I can't quite get it to max. But I can get wheat aplenty. No, I need one more skill point. We are not going to take Hungry Farmer, by the way. The auto-feeding, no. We're not going to take that. Because it just eats constant, apparently. And we don't want that. This is an underground... Is this seriously... Kind of an underground roguelike dungeon. Interesting. Well, let's bust it open. And back to Ice Dragon farming. I don't know if I'm going to check underground. By the way, I found an orange zombie. It's got sticky, so I'm just punching it to death. Because I've found that punching them to death actually works just as well. There we go. And I wanted to bring you guys in because I found a dragon. This is actually one of my favorite colors, too, of the dragons. Ice dragons are definitely my favorite. No... Not even a comparison. This was actually... I'm headed a little bit north, by the way, from where we stopped off. I knew there was a little bit more area I could explore up here. So... Oh! Man. Yeah. Yeah, do that. There we go. 13 blue dragon scales. Okay, I'm just going to have a quick peek in these chests. I'm not actually all that worried about anything that they've got. I've probably got enough silver now to make weapons just to fill up one rack. So, I don't really need silver. So, that's dragon number 3. I'm going to be spending a bit of time. We may not find an egg this episode, but I'm going to continue searching for egg layers. Those are things, though, it's really painful to actually just do nothing but hunt those. It's better to just kind of come across them. Okay, I have been caving for a while. For a little while. I went and dumped off all my stuff, and then I came down in this cave, and a little ways in, I found this. This is an ice dragon lair. So if we dig out a bit of this, looks like we've got a silver. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to pop ourselves a battle burrito, and we're just going to get in there and just beat on it, right? Because I think, and it looks like it's probably a female. So let's do this. Oh man, look at its health. Oh, it's still alive. Okay. It's dead. Right? Yeah. Ugh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Reaper. There we go. Okay. Alright. Alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. Let's... Wither skull. Okay, I'll take it. I don't really need them at this point. Frost troll leather. Yeah, and we got mountain troll leather. There we go. Gotta find the spot, basically. Did we get... I'm not seeing... I got a lot of scales, though. What? Look at all those silver scales. That's insane. And we got a stage 5 skull. No egg. But that's okay. Just means I've got to keep looking. That's what that means. So... Oh, I do want this. That is a... Where'd it go? Troll's Frosted Coal. Honestly, I probably didn't need that battle burrito because you can see my absorption hearts. It didn't even make it through. I did like half the absorption hearts. Like that's how little damage I actually take at this point. It's amazing. It's just amazing. Okay, so I need to go up there. But I got enough. There we go. I got enough silver scales to last a while. Needless to say. Not to mention... let's take another point into that. And let's take a point into gathering. Sounds good. Okay, I've just got to figure out... By the way, these caves, you can fly these, so... This isn't where I entered, but I'll take this exit. Cool. Chances are there's probably not another ice dragon lair right next to that one. So I'm going to come out a little ways. I'm just going to continue searching, I do believe. I do need to check the footage and see what time we're up to at the moment. But I do want to continue hunting some underground dragons. Okay, I just walked out of... I don't know where the dragon came from. We'll have to take a look here in just a second once I... Oh, it's a trimmer that's attacking me. He's way up there. Anyways, this dragon's flying around the ocean, basically. At the moment. Can you come down here, please? There we go. Where did it go? Did I just one-shot it? No, it's sunk to the bottom of the ocean. And is... There we go. Okay. I've got to bring a bow out with me, but I wasn't because I was mainly just searching for dragons. I was really aiming to look for them underground primarily. But okay, so let me... Oh, this is going to be a big old mess. That's what it's going to be. Try to pull all this stuff out over here and just let it go. We got 25 dragon scales from that, which isn't too bad. And those are more blue scales. So I've got enough dragon scales to make the blue and the gray sets now, which is wonderful. Yeah, I don't know where that dragon's lair was, because like I came up out from underground and I heard it, you know. I heard it just kind of flying around in this area, and sure enough, it was just circling there, which I've explored over here. It is possible that it could be from across the sea. I might check across the ocean. It's also possible that it doesn't have a home because the home is in the ocean. Yeah, this thing. I'm using this because my other one is just about broken. I need to put mending on it. But what's funny is I got 57 levels just using this axe. So the education isn't even really necessary to generate like a massive amount of XP, but you do get a bit more if you have the education. Okay, I do have enough XP to put mending on this. It's 33 levels, so I'm going to go ahead and just use up some of these levels before I do that. So we're going to take like farming. 31 out of 32, that sounds good. And then we'll take, like, building... Oh, whoops. I overshot it a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to need 33 levels, but I can put mending on this. So I'm just going to stick this back into here. I need to put... Well, if I put mending, I really don't necessarily need unbreaking on it. That thing has a lot of durability, so I'm not going to bother with it. If you want to see all the loot that we've gotten so far while dragon hunting, we got all this stuff. And not to mention tons of XP. So we'll max out farming here pretty soon. So that's going to be half of the skills. I'm just sticking XP in random places at this point, if you couldn't tell. Because I just don't, you know, I have lots of it. So, but yeah, we've got all these nifty things. And our dragon scales, let's grab those. Let's grab blue. I've got I don't even need nearly this many. I'm just going to take like a stack for right now. And then I'm going to take our white scales. I don't have enough white scales really, but that's okay. And actually I'm going to take our stage 5 dragon skull as well. So we can mount this thing up here. So the silver sword I'm going to dump. I might actually do silver weapons on this like wool display as well, so we'll have like maybe 6 silver weapons, because there's no wool weapons, of course. We actually ended up killing like 5 ice dragons plus a few fire dragons today, which isn't bad. Didn't get everything that I was really after, but that's okay. Because of course I want dragon eggs. I'm gonna get some more dragon's blood too. Like, I don't need silver scales. So silver dragons and probably blue dragons that we kill, I'm probably just going to turn all their scales into blood at this point. And probably all the fire dragons that we come across, because truth be told, I just don't need more scales, to be perfectly honest. There we go. And then I've got enough white scales to make... I'll make the chest and the boots. And so the only ones that we don't... The last one that we don't have any of is sapphire, of course. Oh, and we got the Troll's Frosted Column. So we'll go ahead and put this there. Then if we pop up here, we can go ahead and mount our Ice Dragon Skull on this side. Just for a little bit of variety. A little bit of fun. There we go. Our very first Stage 5 Dragon Kill. Though I think I have 2 Stage 5 skulls, because... Yeah, that one right there too. And I will have to go back there and farm up more frost and mountain troll leather. And I'm going to go ahead and make the frost troll legs and boots. So we've got those too. See, I'm steadily piecing together armor sets. There's that, and there's that. And actually, I've got the materials. It only takes 3 troll leather. One second. I've got plenty of these troll tusks from farming forest trolls. We'll go ahead and get our mountain troll leather helmet. So there's that. Okay, so that's starting to come together. And then, I don't know, I'm going to put some other kind of weapons up above those. Maybe more Mirmac stuff or something. But, yeah. So, I know it's about wrapping up point for this episode. I was editing down the footage a minute ago, and yeah, it's wrapping up point. So, next episode, we will probably do a bit more searching, because like I said, I'd like to get an ice dragon egg, so we can get an ice dragon, you know, proper. So next episode, we'll continue the search. We did kill a lot of dragons today, and we did find one underground lair. We just weren't lucky, and they are kind of somewhat a pain to find, so... And we still have to make our frost weapon, which we will do that probably next episode. We'll see. And start putting that together. So, but I think I'm going to keep the fire weapon and just keep education on that. Not put it on the frost weapon, because honestly, it's not going to be long before we just don't even need XP, because we're swiftly getting through and maxing things. And here pretty soon I'm going to be able to focus all of our XP into this stuff. You know, once all of this is maxed out, because you can burn through a lot of XP really quick through this. So, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, do that shimmy and shake. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out. And I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys then.